Now get ready. Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? It is Arkham, and we're back at 6'5 Great Adventure for the Jersey Coaster Adventure event. The first ACE event in a while here at the park. And man, oh man, we finally are here to check out this event. We get a behind-the-scenes tour of Project Beyond, or Project 2027. Here is the tombstone that was once next to Superman, now right there. And we're gonna head inside of the park now and get our ticket for today. I cannot wait for this. I don't know the exact time frames for everything, but man, this is gonna be absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait to get this day started. There we are. Alrighty, we are all checked in. I got the last spot of the 11:15 tour. We got a really cool Jersey Coaster Adventure button, and here's our itinerary. 10 to 11 o'clock, in about 10 minutes, we get Nitro and Jersey Devil, so I'm gonna head into the park right away, and then tour start at 11:15, so I'm gonna get right over to that right away. I think everybody's probably heading to Nitro now, so, and Devil, so I'm gonna make my way over there so that way I can catch up with everybody else that's here. And the Fright Fest banners are now up, as you can see right over there. Starts September 12th, very soon. That's in about 2 weeks from now. Ends November 2nd. All right, we're in the park. We're gonna start heading to the right side of the park again for our ERT on Devil and Nitro. It is very, very weird being here a half hour before park opens, because I'm so used to being here either at open or I am usually here later in the evening. So this is very odd for me, but we're gonna make our way over to the ERT spot. And our first stop right here. Here it is. ERT starts in approximately 5 minutes from now. So here we are at Nitro. Already got a good chunk of people waiting, so I think we made it right in time to get the first train. Looks like Roaring Rapids also got a fancy new Flash Pass sign as well. Around 300. Really good. Alright, there's our one ride on Nitro for the moment. We're going to have more time throughout the time, but Devil is also a possibility that we could do as well. So, it's a great ride. So, I think we're going to hit the Devil, and we're going to go there after that. Now we have the time, so I'm going around for another round.
Enjoy your ride, a nice ride, that's right, bye-bye. Further advance.
Alright, so just to recap, we just did 2 more rides on Nitro. I got 1 in C-Train, 1 in D-Train, and they're running spectacular. D-Train especially, even though it's in row 5, it's running amazing. But we're heading over to Golden Kingdom right now because our time spot for construction is very soon. I also didn't mention this, but as part of the event, we also get a Be Our Guest Pass for any ride of our choice, and primarily, we get to use it for Flash, is why they have it. We also got a set of 5 tickets and our catering voucher as well. The 5 tickets, I'm really not too sure what it's for. I'm pretty sure it's for the raffle for cause equipment or whatever. But other than that, there's a lot of stuff happening for this event, and they're all happening within a good time frame. And there's Petunia and Porky, hi Johnny, passing by. Walking down the boardwalk, the weird, awkward boardwalk. But a year and a half, that'll change. And it looks like they're starting to put Army of the Dead stuff back up. So from the looks of things, it looks like Army of the Dead is returning to the Right Stuff building here for next year. So we just ate at Yum Yum, even though our lunch is in a half hour. But I guess the more important, intriguing part of the lunch is the fact that it is the Q&A. So we are definitely going over there to check out that. They are going to give more details about the new coaster as well. So that's going to be exclusive to the vlog. The construction update's already posted on my channel, so don't forget to go check that out. And there's a lot to discuss with that. But outside of that, we're heading in this direction. A really nice view here of the whole lake here as we make our way towards Joker. I don't think we're gonna ride it, but we are gonna head in this direction and see what's new. So one of the biggest mysteries right now today has been Flash, because I have not seen this thing go at all today, which is quite a scary thought, especially since we have a Be Our Guest Pass. But that's probably why they gave us a Be Our Guest Pass and not just a regular Flash Pass, because of the ride not being open. Like, nobody's in the station. Like, this is unfortunate. But we are passing through the Heroes and Villains Fest area, which is actually going to have the festival happen today. So we'll be able to get some stuff on that as well, since we are here. But they do have the shop for Flash open, which tells me that they're going to probably try to open up Flash soon. But hopefully we get some details on that soon, and we can get on Flash today. Well, the train's not even in the station, so that's not good. There's the banners that are up for Heroes and Villains. There's the screens all around here. This is really cool. So it turns out Flash is probably not going to open today. So that's unfortunate to hear, but whatever is happening with it is not good. It's going to be down probably for a little bit. And very soon we're going to be going into the catering hall, because they're welcoming us for a Q&A and for some food. Yep, after eating food, I'm getting more food. A lot of people. I think there's even more behind me. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a lot. Last time we were back here, this was Asylum and Saw. It was over on that side. I'm assuming Asylum, that's actually the Asylum chair. That's actually the chair from Asylum. So I guess Asylum is staying right here. From the looks of it, I'm kind of, if Asylum's coming back, I'm happy it is, because that was easily the best one of the 9 that were there. But yeah, so I guess the catering building is way back here. I've never gone this far back, so this is very interesting.
This is where the Throw-Thon was some years ago.
Ah, okay. So yeah, Throw-Thon I did not go to, so this is definitely quite a ways back. I think we're coming up closer to way back there. I see where people are stopping, so looks like that's where we're going. Such a big group. We have Pine 1 and Pine 2. And here's our stop. Wow, nice and big. We're right underneath the water tower. Alright, so here are the prizes. There's a car bolt. There are 2 drawings per box, but 1 bolt per person. So I'm gonna drop one in.
Mine's the wheels. I want all the wheels.
There's basically
Big money, big money.
a bunch of different bolts, and then 3 different wheels, 4 different wheels actually. They're just putting another wheel out, so very cool here. And then on this side they have merch as well. This looks like a new shirt here, and there even some. This one's new. There's like Swag Trader Superstar with Tav on it, and Sesame Place as well. And look who's here! Robin, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman are all here. Look at that.
My name is Aidan. In this award, we offer a reminder to keep Tanya's contagious fun and spirit alive. Flowers and Tanya's are favorite colors to represent the beauty of the small things, and the Pepsi is a reminder of how sweet and delicious life can be. And don't forget the Nitro colored glasses to always keep a fun, thrilling view of the world. Presented August 23rd, 2025.
Yeah! Oh, little shade, yes.
Thank you, Colin. And that wasn't just because you drove King to Texas.
Coaster enthusiasts, we extend our gratitude to the Great Adventure team for being such a gracious host for Jersey Coaster Adventure, August 23rd, 2025. So thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Listen to myself. I just wanted to say how great it is to see so many old friends and make so many new ones, seeing all of you here. My name is Pete Carmichael. I'm the Regional General Manager of Northeast Parks. Most of you probably know me from Six Flags New England, where I've spent most of my time with Six Flags, but couldn't be more excited to be here helping our friends at the Great Adventure team. So look forward to seeing all of you out in the park, and thank you again for your continued support of our industry and our park.
Pete Carmichael, everybody. Thank you, Pete. So I've had the pleasure and the privilege of working with Pete. We started some things in New England back in the fall, and Pete has a number of parks under his belt. And I was actually corrected today because he has so many that I often forget, but he has Canada's Wonderland, he has La Ronde, you have Great Escape, New England, and Great Adventure. Did I get them all right? Okay. So you may see Pete wandering around one of those parks to get to experience all 40 of our parks for a very low price. Right now the deadline of that runs through September 1st. So if you have an opportunity and you can do so financially, man, what a great deal. Especially for us in this area, because we get to do Dorney and Great Adventure and New England, all within a relatively easy drive. So that's really incredible. And to those of you who like the journey down to King's Dominion, pretty good chance to do so. And we all love summer trips to Cedar Point and Kings Island. So also a really good opportunity to do that. So I'd encourage you to do that. Also, for those of you, Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, New York, Fright Fest is coming up. I am super excited about that. It's actually why Chris is here. So we got really cool Fright Fest questions that I can't answer quite yet. Chris is a veteran, so we've got him here with us as well. I did want to give one last thank you. Wherever Mark Villari is, really helped me with this event. So shout out Mark Villari. I think you had a really good about it. Yeah, really huge help. And special thank you to Lauren and Matt. I think we started this journey as soon as they realized I had this job. They were like, my goodness, how do we do what you're doing in Pennsylvania here in New Jersey? And I am all for it. You know a lot of you from our events at PA. And so thank you for being here today. It's an honor and a privilege to be with Ace, to get an opportunity to just kind of share in this joy with you. Our love of roller coasters and theme parks. Doing the tour is always like a highlight for me. The coaster things are fun. I always tell people I get like the fun job because I get to talk about all the cool stuff and the bad stuff. But let's skip over that part a little more. Do we have any questions? I think I'm done with my spiel. I can keep going, but I think the questions are better. I'm gonna have trouble hearing you, buddy. You can come a little closer if you want. Well, maybe, I wonder how far this goes. Does anybody know? Tour, and I said, I know a lot, but I can't tell you anything. So we're not going to talk about the manufacturer. We're not going to talk about the track style or the train. What I can tell you is that it's an incredibly large footprint. The footprint for the ride is larger than He Who Must Not Be Named, King to Ka. The track length is longer, and 50% of the footers are complete. Outside of that, you guys are too smart. I'm not going to give you anything because then you'll know exactly what it is. Because I know how you guys are. I already have people say, why would you let drones fly over it? We're going to know what it is. Well, I got to get you excited somehow. So that's about all I'm going to tell you today. But I'm really, someone did ask personally if I'm excited about it. The answer is like, yes. I am actually very excited for this ride. Personally, I think it's going to be dynamic, and I think the vast majority of people will love it. I always preface it with, not everybody loves everything. I always think that people love peanut butter and jelly, but there's some people out there that don't like peanut butter and jelly, and that's okay. And pizza, but that's the way it goes. Oh no. Darius has a question.
It's not related.
What do you want?
Uh-oh.
What's your name and favorite color?
Grace Jones, TA is my favorite color. That was one. Okay, so one of the questions I get, Colin gets it too, a lot, is what's going on with the legacy memberships, the meal plans, have anything that you can share?
Legacy memberships and meal plans. It's really good. Hey, you know what? We also, seeing Colin's face reminded me that if anybody has questions for Colin / Collywood Studios, he'll be happy to take those as well.
Colin, I have a question, sir.
No changes in store for the program at this time that we're ready. Legacy member, thank you for your loyalty. And save it to go. Always a great value.
Thank you.
Cool.
This is something that I learned because I didn't know why they were there either. And I've been here since Memorial Day, so I'm learning a lot. I now know where most of the restrooms are. Just don't ask me anything too hard. But with the Skyway Towers, so I said, hey guys, why are those still up? We took down so much of the other stuff, and it turns out that there's actually infrastructure that runs in them, as far as some of the repeaters for our radios so that we can hear them around the park, and there's some other things in there for Wi-Fi and whatnot. So that's the reason they're there, and we were just working on touching up some of the paint. So nothing too exciting there. But that's the real reason, which is really not as much fun as trying to think about why it could be there.
Question for you is, there have been many repaints around the Six Flags chain this past fall season. Is there any chance that Nitro can finally get one?
You know, it's funny. I feel like I always get this question in some different variation, like, will Hydro get repainted? Will Possess get repainted? Will Nitro get repainted? My answer is always going to be the same. If we could repaint things like I can repaint my living room, like my wife wants me to do it overnight, we certainly would. But when you look at projects and you're trying to establish what is the most important project, what fundamentally helps with our operation, what fundamentally helps with the overall cleanliness of the park, when you start to stack it up, paint starts to fall down on the list a little bit. So it's not that painting is not a priority. It's also that Nitro is massive, and you can't just paint one room of the house. So as we start to identify what projects are the most important, paint starts to fall down the list. It doesn't mean it's not on the list. I always say, painting is always on the list. But it's one of those things where you start to get into the season, and your priorities start to get set, and you start to realize what your constraints are from a budget, and it moves down. But certainly, we're always looking at those things, and I think Nitro is definitely a priority. That's a roundabout way of saying it's a priority. Painting's a priority. Mike would paint everything if he could paint everything. He'd be out there himself painting. He pulls so many weeds, he gets poison ivy on a regular basis, folks.
So now the new coaster we're anticipating 2027. So is there any plan for flat rides or anything else we can be expecting next year?
Plans for flat rides or anything else we could be expecting next year. So I will say, Mike and I have had a lot of conversations about hardware in the park. And one of the things that we're looking at with flat rides, I mean, if you guys notice, when you go past the carousel, it's pretty hollow. There's some great thrill rides, there's Superman, and there's El Toro, and there's Medusa, but there's really not a whole lot in between. So I know Mike has really identified that as an opportunity to build more flat rides, more family rides, and how that works into Pete and Mike's plan, I think is subject to change and subject to availability, but certainly, it's the same thing as paint, right? We would paint everything, and we would put flat rides all over the park if we had unlimited dinero. But that's not how things work. But yeah, it's a priority. And I think we'll be looking at some dynamic rides. I know, I feel like...
All right, what's the deal with Barnstormer. Yeah, Barnstormer, and then Wonder Woman, and yeah, it's close. Wonder Woman. They took them off the app. Right, it's come off the app. And then the other ones, what? The other two. Yeah, what's going on? I just need to know. I'm just wondering. It's going to be here next year.
We have some maintenance concerns and challenges that we're working through as a team. I don't really know that I need to go into it more than that unless Mike would want to or Pete would want to, but I think that's a simplification of it. We're working on some things with the rides. The reason that we made a decision as a team to pull them off the app and website is just so that folks don't come here expecting to be able to get on the ride, and it's not open. So is that kind of different from what we've done in the past? I think so. But you know, it's a decision we made collectively under Pete and Mike's leadership, and I think it's the right call, because last thing you want to do is see it on the website, get really excited, bring the kiddos out here, you can't get on Barnstormer. That's not something we want for anybody. So whenever they're ready to go, they'll pop back up, but certainly we're working on those rides, and we anticipate having them back. They're great rides, and the Long Flume is a great ride, so don't believe the hype on Facebook. It's your fault. Ryan is greater than connoisseur page.
Wow! Yeah!
But not so much for Batman rides, Superman Ultimate, like ride-specific DC version. A lot of Batman shirts, not Superman shirts, but it's just Batman Superman, that's not for the ride. So my question is, I can expect to see some DC ride-specific version of the Great Adventure.
Mason, where are you from in Pennsylvania? Oh, he's a Bucks County guy, huh? Bucks County guy. I think that's a great question about merchandise. Do you want to take that one? I feel like Mike looks ready to roll. I would have given you some bland answer about, boy, that's great, we really should do that.
So it just happens. Jane is our corporate VP of merchandise, and she was just out here this past week, and we walked the park, and that's the kind of feedback that we shared with her. So it is something that is not bought locally here by our team. It's something that we need the corporate team to get to and to order for us. So we will make sure that you know that that's some of the feedback from you guys as well. But we just kind of had some of those conversations this past week.
He was ready. He's ready. You're moving forward. I knew you had the answer to that one. I'm like, boys, let's get some questions from some kiddos. Pete, no pressure.
Hello, Emma. Thank you for a marvelous question. Thank you so much for that. I think we have an amazing catalog of rides down at Six Flags America. It's absolutely beautiful, wonderful park. We don't have anything, yes. We don't have anything to announce today, but just keep your eyes peeled, your ears open. You just never know what the future may hold. Lots and lots of great thrills that we have at Six Flags America.
Man, Pete, you got some good public relations training. I can't take credit for it.
To the park because not everybody likes to ride corners or something older. We like to bring them with us.
Oh, bring them with you. Okay, man. You know, some folks are older and they like shows. I'm thinking, you, Brett? No. So you're asking about shows. I mean, dynamic. Yeah, I was going to say the answers.
So I think the best way to answer that is, again, still being new here, it has been very eye-opening to see the response that we've had to Heroes and Villains. And seeing the people excited when it comes out, it definitely, it's in the back of all of our heads of, hey, there's something to this and something that we should definitely take a look at. So.
I'll give an honest answer. Mike, what is the first thing we talked about in the first 90 minutes whenever I showed up here today? It was all about shows. Shows is really important to us. Entertainment is really important to us. And what we love is we get to reset it to you, so forgive us. Nothing to announce, but it's an important priority.
I like, Pete gives an answer and I just feel like, boy, that is like the polished response I want. So good, Pete. All right. So once again, we just wanted to thank you all so much. Like, I really appreciate it, and I do think that part of Great Adventure's story are the great people, not only who work here but also who visit. So as I mentioned before, we know 2025 maybe wasn't the year that you all envisioned, but I do think it is a significant year for a number of reasons, and some of those are extremely positive. And so as we begin and continue our journey and begin our new journey, we're just so thankful that you all are on this ride with us. We appreciate those of you who came out for the flash opening, those who showed up to be extras. You all are incredible, and as we have more opportunities to get together, I hope you all join us. I hope you stay a part of ACE. Matt and Lauren are fantastic. If you've got any questions you feel like they weren't addressed, send them their way. I'll be sure to connect you with me, and I'll be happy to answer them. For those of you who are going to join me at Dorney Park for Hallow Thriller, I look forward to seeing you there. Really excited. I'm a huge Yeah, see you then. Pete's got one more thing. All right.
Just a quick show of hands. Who went to CoasterCon this year? National Convention. Fantastic. Great time?
Yeah.
I can't begin to tell you that one of the true highlights and joys of my career is I have been able to host not one but 2 national conventions back in 2014 and 2016 in New England and St. Louis. And I just want all of you to know that we could not be more excited to host CoasterCon 48. 2 of my parks in the Northeast region are co-hosts between Six Flags New England and the Great Escape. And I really hope that we get to see all of you there again, but we all celebrate our love and joy of this industry. So anyway, thank you. It's very nice meeting all of you.
And the restrooms out here by Catering are decked out with hero stuff. And they turned the audio spiel back on for Flash, so maybe. No, train's still not in there, but who knows? So in here they got Fright Fest merch already head of the line right now, and some sneak peeks, and it looks like they're sporting, I guess, a green willow, we'll say. Back here, actually, it's a pretty awesome shirt. That's a sick shirt, the spider. I really like that. And that's the Carnival.
Like Spencer's a little bit.
And then
Not really.
yeah, no, I really like the merch. This is some really cool merch. I think the pumpkin was from last year, or it might just be a different variation of it. And then the varsity jacket as well. So a lot of really cool merch options this year for Fright Fest, including Hello Kitty right there. So there's some pretty solid crowds today. We're back at the front of the park, but we're gonna head back in. Again, I do want to check out parts of Heroes and Villains Fest just so I can get that for you guys. But I think really I want to hit to Toro and head to the other side of the park, since we haven't really gone past Boardwalk at all. So I definitely want to head over there. I also haven't gone into Six Flags Universe yet today, so I do want to check that out while we're on our way. So we'll be sure to stop in there at some point during the visit. So we're here on Dream Street. So I pointed out this sign about promoting the bricks over here, and it had this really cool logo with the Dream Street, where the adventure begins, EST 1974. Well, they added a bigger version of it on the other end. Gone is the Golden Kingdom Outpost, and hello, Dream Street. That looks so nice. This looks so much better than what was already there before. That's really cool. Is there anything on the other side of it? Nope, it's just the same Golden Kingdom Outpost exitway. But that's all right. Might be something there soon. I can imagine them putting a Dream Street one on the other side of that too. So that's a possibility. Also, it is a little bit packed over here. They do have the adventure gifts open, which is nice to see. But we're gonna make our way to the right, down Frontier Adventures. So last time over here, they were just adding that same fence from the left side of Medusa over to the right, and now they have put it over to the right and painted it brown. And now they've done the same thing over for the team member entrance as well, which is great to see. Fright Fest wise, we do know Texas Chainsaw is coming back. It's probably gonna be the same spot. Trick or Treat also coming back. So my guess, again, it'll probably be in the same spot. Nothing really new has happened over here in regards to that. And I don't think there really is much to change, because it's probably already ready to go. All right, so this is the Kapow Parfait. It's red velvet mixed with a chocolate pudding and whipped cream. I got it here at Granny's. It is exclusive for the Heroes and Villains Fest. I'm gonna give it a shot because it looks really good, and I'm a sucker for red velvet, so let's indulge into this. Looks like in here they have a Heroes and Villains Fest apparel, which looks really nice. And it's got the superheroes and the comic book style in the back as well. Saw this from the outside of Main Street Market. All right, now I have some time. We're gonna go into Six Flags Universe. Check out what they got, and then we're gonna hit the Heroes and Villains. Yeah, so around the park there are the speakers, but some of them are very, very loud. So they need to turn some of these down if they can, please, if you're watching this. Looks like we made it just in time. They're just about to start the Heroes and Villains Fest, and we're in the right spot for them to do just that.
Okay. Where's
to the Heroes and Villains Fest opening ceremony. And today's dedication of the Batman statue. Before we welcome your heroes to the stage, please put your hands together for Gotham City High School's own color guard, the Gothamites! Stand tall, rise as heroes, join the heroes and show them the fine zone. Now's the time, unleash your hero, join the heroes and run side by side. By side, join the heroes. Citizens of Gotham, please welcome the host of today's festivities, the Honorable Mayor of Gotham City, and our special guests, Superman and Wonder Woman.
My friends, thank you for being here. As you know, Gotham City is no stranger to crime. Just a few blocks away in this here Blackgate Penitentiary, we house some of the world's worst criminals. Villains that would love to see Gotham City just, well, torn apart. But as I look out on my treasured voters, neighbors, I see a future full of hope, goodness, and light. For not all heroes wear capes. I know that each and every single one of you might be capable of true heroism when called upon. Whoa, wait, is that an applause sign? Well, it better be homemade, because it's definitely not in our budget. Well, we're here to honor the superheroes who fight crime in our very streets and around the globe. Superman and Wonder Woman. We have the greatest admiration for you, and we truly appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, thank you. We've dedicated ourselves to the fight for truth, justice, and a better tomorrow.
Now, we have a very special tribute for our very own homegrown hero. I would like to dedicate this statue to keep watch over the city, just as the hero it represents keeps watch over us all. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Batman! Batman! Batman's supposed to be right here in front of the statue, like we practiced. That's okay. He probably has an even more dramatic entrance planned. Oh! Oh! My head! Oh no! Something's wrong here! No! 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 No!
Speaking of dramatic entrances, hello, Superman! It's been a long, long time. Have you missed me?
I know that voice. But it can't be. Lex Luthor?
Luthor? What have you done to the mayor, you fiend?
Now, Wonder Woman, don't get your lasso in a knot. That tone you hear is a triangulated signal activated with my mind control switch. It gives me complete control over the mayor's mind. I can make him do anything I want him to do. Ouch! Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
I'm going to do more than leave a mark on you, Luthor. Sorry, Mayor. This is for your own good. What's happening to me? Is this some kind of sick joke?
Sadly, that's the only kind of joke I know. Superman. Or should I say, Stupperman. Jake, it's a million, Mr. Mayor. Or Mr. Luthor. Or Mayor Luthor, whatever. Cut the switch, I'll take it from here.
Joker, you're supposed to be in solitary confinement at Blackgate Penitentiary.
Unfortunately for you, WW, Lex Luthor sent me a get-out-of-jail-free card. Poor Superman. That green gas has properties similar to kryptonite. And here's something wacky. It eats through lead. Unfortunately for Blockhead here, that medallion around his neck is solid kryptonite with just a teeny-weeny, itty-bitty, teeny-weeny lead coating. The gas should eat through that lead and uncover the kryptonite right about now. Isn't it gorgeous? This is totally worth busting out of Blackgate.
It totally is, Mr. J. Me and some of my pals busted out too. You don't get to have all the fun. What about my needs, huh?
Sorry, Quinn. The only thing you're going to need is a ride back to prison. You're in my spot. Sorry I'm late, everyone. I received word of the prison break on our way here. I thought I'd give these criminals a surprise before dragging them back to their cells.
I'm seeing double. I guess that means it's time for some double trouble. We're not here to square dance, kids. We're here to fight.
Wonder Woman, behind you!
Taking a cat nap. Ugh, look at what the cat dragged in. That's ironic. Anyways, who invited her?
Now, Harley. Jealous feelings breed ugly actions.
must have lost track. I thought you'd used up all 9 of your lives.
Maybe you should spend more time learning to count and less time playing dress up.
Well, I think I've got your number.
You see, Batman, I love cats, but honestly, I've always wanted a lap dog. And I can tell that this big fella and I are gonna get along perfectly, now that he's been domesticated.
Time to turn her into a scaredy cat.
Batman! I guess the joke's on you! Again! And we never did get to the dedication of your modest little statue. Harley, perhaps you should run along. I'm sure there's plenty of trouble you can get yourself into.
You got it, Joker. I'll see you later. I think I'm gonna go play I Got the Cat Tone.
I believe it's Cat Got Your Tongue.
My game, my rules.
Look who's back, just in time. I'm afraid I'm going to have to be running along, Batbrain. But don't you worry your pointy little head. I have something big planned for you. I'm going to turn everyone in Gotham City into villains by the end of the night. And don't get any bright ideas, Superman. This kablooey gas blast 5,000 patent pending can fire more of that gorgeous green gas, and it seems to trigger your allergies. Stop now!
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
We have to stop the Joker and get that entire crew of criminals back behind bars.
Yes, but first, you heard the Joker. He thinks he's going to turn you into villains. I don't believe it.
I don't believe that either.
Neither do I.
The mayor was right. Any one of you out there may be capable of true heroism when called upon. And we're going to need all of you to be heroes today. Young or old, tall or small. I know there's a hero inside each and every one of you. If we all stand together, we can protect Gotham City as one.
Gotham City, make some noise for your heroes! Come on, Gotham City, I think we can do better than that. Make some noise for your heroes! There we go. Hey, everybody, welcome to the DC Heroes and Villains Fest. My name is MC Hijinks. So happy to be here. I'm so happy all of you are here. Now, it's all heroes and all villains all night long, so I want to get a pulse on all of you guys. If you were on Team Hero, let me hear you scream. Where are the heroes at? Good. We got heroes in the house. Now, villains, we're going to do a boo on the villains. If you're on Team Villain, let me hear you boo. Where are you at? Ooh, okay. This is exciting. We got heroes and villains here in the house at the DC Heroes and Villains Fest. Now, if you're just getting here, we just had the opening ceremony. I missed it. I heard things got a little wild though, right? It was pretty crazy. Now, coming up later, we're gonna have Catwoman come into the stage. We'll have Harley Quinn come into the stage, and back at the end of the night, 8:45, you come back for the big superhero smackdown. The battle of good versus evil will happen right here on this stage. But right now, it's time for the Joker's Dance Party Mixtape Edition. So I need all the dancers in the house. Come on down.
And here we have the Metro shop finally open for the event. And here's the inside now. And again, they have the heroes and villains, and they have a hat for it too. A lot of capes as well. Very fun. All fun. All on the outside here. Alright, so that's only the first half of the Heroes and Villains Fest. I mean, they're doing the dance party now, which is sort of like a transition point. And then at 8:45, we come back, and they basically do the second half of the show, which is sort of the big showdown. And we're going to come back for that, but right now, we're going to hit up some rides because there's a lot of people actually down in Movie Town. So for the event, so we're gonna hit up some rides while we're here and get to the other side of the park because it's probably dead over there. So we can get a couple rides in, as a matter of fact. And unfortunately, we're not gonna flash today, but that's all right. We can get some other rides. I haven't done tour in a minute, so I need to do that. And they have the Big 3 shirt still, but last time I bought it, it was way too small on me, and I'm sure this is way too small on me either. So, yep, it's got Ka, it's got Nitro, it's got the bowl. And they have these pins down here on the lower part of Adventure World, and they have Ka on it with a different font as Six Flags Great Adventure and Nitro. What haunts me about this pin is that it's literally the sunset shot that Phil got of Ka falling. That's literally what this screams. And it's just so haunting to have a pin like that. And they have a keychain variant as well. Alright, we're coming up on the wait time board, and there's waits for just about everything. This is just typical weekend stuff. Devil's at a 60, which with the new stuff happening with that, that's no surprise. I saw El Toro at about a 30. Nitro, I briefly saw was 75. There goes El Toro. I also heard that Batman, I don't know, I didn't see Batman's wait, but I also heard that Batman is actually assigning rows recently. 60 for Superman, 45 Skyscraper, Houdini 30. 30 for Harley Quinn, since when does that have a line? 45 for Skull, 15 for Mine Train for being on one train, that's kind of shocking. 15 for Toro, I think that's also on one train. 75 for Nitro is wild. When does Medusa ever have 30 minutes? But here we are. So, well, we're at Toro, so let's see if that's true. And we're here at Toro, we're gonna get on. We're gonna use one of our skips to get on Toro. And we'll head up to the station. My guess is that there's just a massive line here, and then the station is just like nobody's up there, because that's usually what happens when the ride has a line. Or they just have locker problems. I don't know. But we're gonna head up there.
So it's toss back and forth. But right now, after today, I think this.
That's what I said, Phoenix.
Yeah, this is how Phoenix right now.
Oh, but when you said Kenobi, you like this? For me?
No, after today,
Alright, we got our one ride on Toro. That was amazing. Row 17, you can never go wrong with it. I'll keep on saying that, and I'll die on that hill. Favorite Woody I've done outside of Beast and Phoenix. Like, this is a top tier ride, and it always has been. Nothing else to say. Now
they're running two trains.
We're here at Medusa. They actually have a line here for once. I wouldn't have ever thought this ride would have a line, but here we are. It's actually got a line here. Medusa, one ride in row 6. Different row than I've usually done before, but it is a spectacular ride. It's actually running really good today. It's running very fast, and has gotten it's quite a good reputation right now. It's got a line. You maybe waited 10 minutes and it's like you're on. Operations, they are rolling. Seems to be a drop gate issue on occasion, but other than that, it seems to be running very good. Starting to get a little bit darker out, and you can start to see the lights on the giant wheel up protruding through.
Ridiculous. So, have you been there?
It's getting a little bit darker, but we're gonna get on Nitro. I don't know, this might be the last ride of the day for me because there's stuff that we have to head back to for the Heroes and Villains. The line doesn't look that bad. I mean, from what I see, it's not waiting out here, so I think we gotta head over and check it out.
What is it? First spot, Orlando?
And just as we are about to pass through the intersection to get up to the station, it looks like they're about to take a train off.
Time for only 5 seconds. You may have loose articles in the buttons of your pocket, bigger items. Give everything to one person, place off to the side. The other 3 people, quickly take a seat. Our gates will be open for 5 seconds.
Night ride on Nitro. It's been a while since I've had that. Last time was probably Holiday in the Park on closing day last year. And it is awesome. It really is. I love it. I absolutely love it. C-Train runs really good, I have to say. Even though it wasn't the D-Train, C-Train still runs exceptional. Right now I'm kind of in a rush because we got to get back to the Heroes and Villains Fest, which wraps up in the next 15 minutes. So the transfer train didn't really help us out that much, but we got to get going. Yeah, the vibe at night is very different. It really is weird being back here at night at Great Adventure. It's been a long time since I've done this. I've already made mention to it, but it's that great. All right, and we're back. So this is the final showdown. Here we go.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Headbutts? Yes. Hair pulling? No. Now, Superman, we gave you that medallion as a present. The least you could do is wear it when we're around and pretend you like it. Robin! Ooh, I love it! And Batman, I'm about to give you a headache this big, and it's got Harley written all over it. Whoops! Sorry, I broke your kablooey thingy, Joker. I'm gonna find some glue.
Wait! I think we passed the craft store on the way in!
Don't you mean, Paul? Yikes! Who does your nails? You might want to invest in a new scratching post.
Why use a post when I can use your pretty face?
Wonder Woman, get Superman to safety and get that kryptonite off of him. We need his help.
I'm on it.
Mind if I cut in?
My. I've exchanged a bird for a bat. I'm not sure that's an upgrade. What other quirky critters does Gotham have in stock?
We're fresh out of critters. We used to have a penguin, but I had to put him on ice.
Kitty? I love a man in a tuxedo.
And I love a criminal behind bars.
Let's skip the banter. Or should I start calling you Chatman?
No problem. I'm out of cat quips anyway.
Sorry, I'm not leash trained. Catch me if you can.
Some old jewelry at the pawn shop, so I'm feeling like my old self again. I'll take it from here, Robin. Why don't you escort Harley and her friends back to their cells?
With pleasure.
Ha! In your dreams, you little whippersnapper.
Come on, you piece of Joker-themed junk! I know this thing has a setting somewhere for destroy overpriced statue that's probably on a payment plan! Where are you? Come on! it?
Wonder Woman left it on the seat of her invisible jet. So, pretty much right out in plain sight.
Invisible jet? I'd park that thing once and never be able to find it again.
I'll save you the trouble, Joker. I'm going to park you in your cell, and then we'll all know where to find you. Right after I get rid of that kryptonite medallion for good.
Watch it, Chucklehead. Hey, buddy. Let me help you with that. Thanks. No problem.
Nice job, Robin. Robin, behind you!
Sorry, everyone. I need a moment. Let's slow things down a bit, shall we? Now that's better. My breath was starting to smell like the inside of Bane's mask. You know what I'm talking about. Okie dokie.
Stop this madness!
Lex Luthor, back again.
Did you think you were rid of me? You may have removed my kryptonite medallion, but I'm still in control. In fact, I've been running this so-called festival the entire time. Now, with the flick of my mind control switch, I will rule the thoughts of every person in Gotham City. By the time I'm through, all of you will join us on the side of villainy.
And the mind control switch has been right under your nose the whole time.
It's not in Wonder Woman's see-through jet, is it?
See-through jet? I'd park that thing once and never be able to find it again.
Right! Anyway, Lex Luthor's mind control device is hidden in the utility belt of this hideous Batman statue. Now, avert your eyes, everyone, while I climb Batman like a tree.
Don't strain yourself, Joker. As usual, we foiled your plans.
Looking for this, party clown?
The mind control switch!
Let's wrap this up. Citizens of Gotham City, thank you for your pursuit of truth and justice, and for the support you've shown for us today. We applaud all of you. You're amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Let's face it, the Lex Luthors of the world will never give up.
You got that right.
You came here to destroy the dedication ceremony, but you can't destroy what this statue represents.
This statue may look like me, but I hope you all see that it stands as a tribute to all heroes everywhere.
Without everyday heroes like you, superheroes like us wouldn't have the strength to stand up and fight. So I hereby dedicate this statue to heroes everywhere. We're counting on all of you to keep the whole world safe. Now, and for all the days ahead.
Gotham City, make some noise for your heroes! Wonder Woman, Superman, Robin, and Batman. They proved they had what it takes to defeat villainy right here in Gotham City. And speaking of villains, what do I see coming around the corner? Give it up for your villains, everybody. Let's hear it for the villains. And how about the evil hench ladies? Give it up for the evil hench ladies. Of course. I've been MC Hijinks on behalf of all of us here at the DC Heroes and Villains Fest. Thanks for coming out. But the party is not over yet. We are going to do one final picture. We're going to make 2 lines. One on this side and one on this.
All right, Heroes and Villains Fest. Got to finally check it all out. Took like 2.5 weeks before I could finally get to check it all out, but I finally did. It's really good. It's really, really cool. It's probably the closest thing we'll ever get to the Batman Stunt Theater show, but I'm totally okay with that because it's unique, it's cool. It was a huge hit at Magic Mountain when it was there, and they brought it over here, and it's a hit here. So no doubt about it for me, it's a definite win. I hope this is something that they do every year because originally they were going to do Celebration, and instead they canceled that in turn for Heroes and Villains. And honestly, I think that was a great decision because it's something different. It's unique heroes that you never see in the park ever. I mean, the most common DC hero that we've seen probably this season has been Flash, and he wasn't even a part of it. But I don't really mind that because we see Flash pretty commonly. So compared to seeing like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, like seeing them show up in the park for like the first time in like a couple of seasons is really awesome. So huge shout out to the events team, huge shout out to shows, huge shout out to just the whole operation of that and bringing the show and the whole event over to Six Flags Great Adventure because it's a definite win in my eyes. They have the beacon for Flash on. It is a little unfortunate that they don't have the ride open today, but it is what it is. Hopefully, next time I'm here, we'll be able to get on it. I will still never get over the lighting over here because the lighting for the giant wheel is so bright. It just protrudes all over the trees here and even onto Flash, which is just so cool to see. Looks like they also got bubble ones from Fright Fest already out. It's definitely early, but they already got them out. I've got a good feeling about this night ride on Toro. We might be able to get a couple. It did not look like there was many people on that train at all. And the last time I did a Toro night ride was last year around this time. So it's been a minute since I've done a night ride on this. And we're about to go endure it. And as I figured, there is no wait. And here at El Mercado, they are now selling ramen as a hat. They have the banana and they're selling French fries as a hat. You know, this side of the park doesn't have that many things. One of the coolest things, I think, is just the view that you get from here, looking all the way down to Skyscreamer and the giant wheel. It's memorizing to look at. That is fantastic. One of my favorite views in the entire park. But overall, we end today with 4 rides on Nitro, 1 ride on Toro, and a ride on Medusa. So obviously not as much rides as I thought I was going to get done today. I think that because of the Ace event, they really filled our calendars really well. I was actually hoping to go over to the Safari today, but again, the schedule is just filled up so fast, and with everything happening for the day, it actually worked out really well where they were able to make a full day event essentially out of it. And again, I really think that they did a fantastic job putting the whole event together. So again, a huge shout out to the American Coaster Enthusiasts, Ace, and all the groups that help put this thing together, Six Flags Great Adventure, and all those guys, and everybody that's involved in finally bringing Ace back home to Six Flags Great Adventure. And that's already going to do it for the Journey Coaster Adventure Ace event vlog and visit number 31 here in Six Flags Great Adventure. Really an amazing event, as I said earlier. I had a fantastic time. Really great, well run, well organized event, and I'm very happy with how everything turned out. We're all heading out of the park now, and luckily they keep all of, like, the sweet stuff open and the shops open around here so that they can people get last minute apparel. But everybody's now heading out of the park, and it has been an amazing event. And finally being back at Great Adventure and finally experiencing an Ace event once again at this wonderful property. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and always thank your ride operators. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you all in the parks really, really soon. Goodbye.
Here we go.